Hello caffeine fiends and welcome to another coffee review for www.getbean.com. I'm Vince, the Mean Bean Machine, and today we're looking at Volcano Coffee Works Strawberries and Cream. So Volcano Coffee Works are based in London, Brixton. Very creative, diverse area of the world. Really lovely place. Love to go there for a gig or whatnot. So interested in what they're doing in London. London's got loads of great roasteries, some not so great, but I was intrigued by this particular bag of coffee, their Strawberries and Cream limited edition, because it's a Colombian coffee. I love Colombian coffee, love Colombian things. From an independent roastery in South London. Ethically sourced coffee. They're a B Corp. Not that that necessarily means a lot, but you know, they're trying to be ethical in what they do. So I bought this because it explicitly states that it's, you know, has a strawberries and cream flavour, a very fruity, creamy flavour. And I'm like, one, that is a flavour palette that I'm very interested in. And two, I'm very interested to see how they achieve that. So like I say, it's a limited edition coffee. It has tasting notes of sweet strawberry, cream, white chocolate and hibiscus. So it's sort of a British summertime coffee. They're kind of marketing it as. It's from Huela, Colombia. I know a Colombian who is going to slaughter me for that pronunciation. But it's coffee and dehydrated strawberries spend 5 days together in a fermentation tank. So that sweet strawberry flavour sort of should seep into the oil. And it recommends it as kind of milk as a flat white. So it's recommended as a milky coffee, which is interesting. I imagine with that kind of flavour palette, and they mention Wimbledon and whatnot and try and draw the parallels there. So yeah, really interested in this. And it was £12 for 200 grams. So slightly more than your average bag, I guess, if you're paying for like 250 usually, around that price. But unfazed by that. It's not, you know, a massive thing. So really intrigued to see how this comes out. So as per usual, I've got my espresso shot, my oat latte and my glass of water to cleanse the palate between the two. Lovely. So first things first, that strawberry smell really comes through when you open the bag, when you grind the beans, and even from the espresso shot you get a lovely whiff of strawberry. So I'm expecting that to be not strong, but that flavour profile to have soaked through. So it'll be interesting that the coffee's not necessarily fruity, but there is that strawberry flavour. So I'm expecting, honestly, not too much sweetness and acidity. I would imagine the coffee itself is quite kind of has that chocolatey, dense tone to it. And then the strawberry flavouring has that sweetness to it. So I'm not expecting a lot of acidity. I'm expecting it to be quite a creamy coffee in and of itself. So I imagine the latte will be very creamy and will maybe be better for it, for those flavours. But really interesting to see how that manifests itself. So let's give it a go. So first things first, the espresso. Like I say, strong strawberry sense to it. There is a sort of dark sickliness coming off that as well. So it might cling to the back of the throat a little bit, maybe, but we'll see how it goes down. Yeah. So a little more acidic than I expected. Sits a little further forward on the tongue. Not on the tip of the tongue, but a little further forward. But generally speaking, there's no bite, doesn't catch you. So it's quite smooth. And then that strawberry flavour is definitely there. I think you get more of the smell. It's that sort of psychological thing of like the smell is quite strong. So you kind of project the taste onto it. But I don't think it tastes too... It's definitely there. But I don't think it tastes too much like... I'm not getting strawberry. White chocolate, not particularly. White chocolate is quite a mild flavour anyway, and you sort of get a lot more from texture when you're eating white chocolate. So I'm interested in how they pick that out. And hibiscus, again, is quite a light flavour. So I don't particularly get that. But strawberry, definitely. Let's go in again. I guess on kind of second tasting, hibiscus would be that lighter middle note that touches the top of your palate. And I sort of understand that. I sort of see where they're coming from with that. I get that. And then the sweet strawberry sits a little bit forward. Cream and white chocolate. No, I guess there's a element of chocolatiness to the coffee in general. So I guess the white chocolate is kind of saying it's a generally quite like chocolatey coffee, but it's mild and sits on the tongue quite gently. So I see it. But yeah, that strawberry flavour is the most prominent. As an espresso shot though, it's quite a sweet espresso shot. I prefer kind of milder, not savoury, you don't want savoury coffee, but like less kind of bitey espressos personally. And I think an espresso drinker would like that, but it wouldn't be a regular espresso. You know, one off. Maybe it's a long black drink. I can actually see that going quite nicely as like a cold brew. Quite refreshing and quite fruity. I think that would be very pleasant actually. But that's just personal opinion. But yeah, not a bad espresso shot. That fruitiness is the predominant thing coming through. So, what I think, let's clear that away for the latte. So, what I think the oat latte will do is bring out that creaminess. I mean, it will be creamy in and of itself. And I think it will really complement it a bit more. It will pare back that hibiscus kind of light, bitey, flowery, kind of mid to top note. And I'm hoping that the strawberry just kind of pulls through a bit more, so you do get a creamy strawberry sensation. And then maybe that chocolatey tone just rises up a bit more. So I think this may lend itself more to lattes, which will be more up my street, but we'll give it a go. It says flat white, so I think it's suggesting it's not really strong enough to pull through on a latte, but we'll go and see how it manifests. Oh, sorry. Actually, the strawberry flavour really does come through, and that strawberry and cream sensation is there. It's a really quite strawberry. The strawberry comes out more so, I think, to a degree, because it's not competing with that mid note that, like I say, has kind of completely disappeared. There's no bite to it. It's just very sweet and smooth, and it's not like a hot chocolate, but there is that element of almost a milkshakey sort of just creamy, and then that nice strawberry flavour coming through. So I think they've actually really nailed it in terms of a milkier drink, and I really like how they've marketed it. Very nice. I'm very pleasantly surprised. You don't really, when coffee say berries or strawberries, you get that sort of tangy, spritzy bite to them. But that's not there, and it is more like a strawberry sweet or a strawberry flavouring as opposed to strawberry. But I really do like that in terms of it's what it's saying it is and what it's offering you up. So yeah, a very nice coffee from Colombia. Yeah, lovely. I'm going to go away and have some thoughts about that, but yeah, really quite pleasant. Thank you very much. Do hit those like and subscribe buttons. Check us out on TikTok. Check me out on TikTok. Check us out on TikTok at Get Beaned, at Get Beaned Coffee, and me out on Instagram at The Vince Wood. See you in a second. Just a really quick final view on this coffee. So it's a coffee fermented with strawberries. It has a really sweet creaminess that lends itself to milky drinks, which is, states from the off. I really enjoyed it as a latte. I think it's not quite a novelty coffee. I don't want to do it down, but because of that sweetness and its limited edition, it falls sort of into that realm, being fermented with strawberries. And I think a lot of coffee purists might kind of avoid it because of that. But it is very, very pleasant. It's not like it's an added flavouring in the sense of like a syrup or anything. So I really enjoyed it. Slightly tangier as an espresso. but could work very well as a long black or cold brew because of that fruitiness. Not really my sort of thing as an espresso, but still enjoyable. So I've given it the 4 stars. Thank you for watching. Like I said earlier, do hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.